Hi, welcome to the painting room. Hello everybody and welcome back to the painting room. My name is Julia, I'm your host, and yes, the moon landing was real. So, stop. I hope everyone had a fantastic June, and by fantastic, I mean super busy signing petitions and donating to the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm so thrilled to see so many awesome people come together and really make some awesome stuff happen. So happy July, and here's to continuing that awesome activism and really helping people that need it the most. Last week, we discussed African-American feminist and writer Angela Davis, who's become increasingly popular given the civil rights movement going on. Her work acknowledges the fact that African-American women have been left out of extremely important conversations surrounding women's rights. But for this week's episode, I have recognized that what we talked about for the last few weeks have been extremely advanced, and that is all very important, and I'm proud of myself for talking about those things, but I also acknowledge the fact that to understand a lot of what I'm saying, we really have to go back to the basics of feminist theory, defining and trying to figure out where the term feminism came from. Now, the literal word feminism started in France circa the 1800s and came to America around the 1860s and 70s. Now, this doesn't mean that women didn't start realizing that they wanted more rights in the 1860s and 70s. There just wasn't necessarily a word for it. The Seneca Falls Convention in 1848 was really the first recorded gathering where a bunch of women came together who were heavily activated within the abolitionist movement and talked about maybe getting the right to vote. Of course, we talked about debunking some of their white savior theories last week, so check out that episode for a little bit more analysis given the abolitionist movement. But the point is that women had been gathering and meeting together to talk about women's rights and suffrage before the word technically arose. But a more specific turning point that really kicked off the suffrage movement was in 1866 when the 14th Amendment was ratified. The specific text of the original amendment was particularly sexist. The wording dignified men equal under the law, all men. So this was actually the first time in the Constitution where the word men was specified. Before it was everybody or all people. But the specific wording of men was frustrating for a lot of women because the 14th Amendment technically didn't apply to them. And that made a lot of women really pissed. Okay, those were a ton of dates and a ton of words. It's time for our brain break. Please enjoy this video of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian West being really awkward in front of Vogue magazine.
Kanye, what's the best part about being a dad?
The kids.
I'm just obsessed with 112. Right, babe?
What?
My sisters and I are on a group chat, always getting parenting advice.
But they don't get advice from me. Can I get on that chat, please?
And Kanye, how did you know that Kim was the one?
I saw on a paparazzi pic with Paris Hilton.
I am proud to say that I've taught him, given him like really good financial advice on saving.
You give me some advice, but I don't listen to it.
How do you describe living in Calabasas?
Very chill.
Wow, that video makes me really uncomfortable, but we are back discussing feminism. Now, as I mentioned, feminism began because women wanted the right to vote, and once we gained the right to vote, the word kind of dissolved out for a while. My point is that the word carries a lot more weight now. Given the constant change of political climate, the word feminism is always being debated as to whether or not people should define themselves as feminists. To define yourself as a feminist now really means defining yourself as believing that all people are equal no matter what. And to be honest, a lot of people are afraid to define themselves as a feminist. More people define themselves as egalitarian, which is really just saying that all people are equal, period. They should be given equal opportunities, no matter gender, race, anything like that. People see the word feminism as dangerous because they think that feminists believe that women should be above men. But that's not true. Feminism only differs from egalitarianism in one simple way. You're recognizing the fact that women have been oppressed and will continue to be oppressed if nothing is changed. And if nothing changes, then we will continue to live in a society that primarily benefits men, which is where we lose people. So my question to you is, when you hear the word feminism, what do you think of? Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Let me guess. You thought of women, radical, equal, unequal, gender, justice, maybe, braless, to which I say, period. And we will discuss all of those associations after the intermission. And today, for our intermission, we are going to be rapping Nicki Minaj's verse on Kanye's unreleased song, New Body.
What?
Which has become increasingly popular with TikTok, but I knew the verse before, so. The hat's back. I need to lubricate my throat. I need to get my AirPods. But I don't want to get up. Hey, yo. You ain't fuck me, you fuck the old body. You ain't fuck Nicki, you fuck Nicole body. Ain't no miles on this new body. Off went they hence, this bitch is this new body. Got me a new body, now I need some new dick. No little wood tryna stick me like a toothpick. Got me a new body, now I need some new dick. I bust chop it down, unless your shoe fits. Cookie can't make me the goat. Cookie can't come with the throat. Puff, puff, pass. No, you do not want the smoke. But bitches be sleeping on me, but be claiming they woke. Fuck up a check on my body. I let them lick on my body. I been to Abu Dhabi. They see me shining, you pissed. I think my haters just really be wanting a kiss. They know I body you, sis. Oh, hit me and I said new body. Who this? Isn't it good?
That's good.
They haven't released that song, but the song in general is good. Like, girl, you didn't release that, but you still fucking with 6ix9ine, like. So back to feminism, and where did these words that have associated throughout your head even come from? Well, many answers to that are the obvious ones, given the fact that the media has painted this picture of what a feminist looks like, i.e. not shaving her armpits, having really short hair, wearing really quirky outfits, and of course being braless. We love to put people in boxes. We're all guilty of it. We create labels in our head and assign them to people because it makes us feel more comfortable. The idea of fluidity is anxiety-ridden for so many people. Not labeling yourself and not giving yourself a name for something you identify as is scary, and that's true. But it's the associations that come with the word, the stigmas, the overused jokes that are really dangerous and harmful to society. But we know this. We know that the media and society has capitalized on all of it. But where did it actually come from? Where did it stem from? Where did they even get these ideas? And I will certainly get to that. But today we are out of time. I wanted to make this video a little bit shorter because summer is starting and I want you guys to be spending less time on your computers and more time spending time with people that you love. Of course, 6 feet apart. And next week, we're going to conclude our discussion on feminism and where the fuck this all came from. And more specifically, the second wave feminists who worked really hard to be progressive and say shit and put shit out there that was radical enough for people to listen. So thank you all for watching, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going to throw out all of my bras. They're terribly uncomfortable. Bye!